What's fascinating here is this is how the game and the story changes for Naomi. Naomi, whose name was changed to Mara, to bitterness, now believes in the kindness of her God. You know what happened? I would submit to you that Ruth did not believe in her mother-in-law. She believed for her mother-in-law. If you have someone in your life that is struggling to believe in the kindness of people, but especially struggling to believe in the kindness and the presence and the providence of God, you might need to come alongside them and believe for them and help them walk that weary, lonely path until they see that God has been at work the whole time. Everyone is just concerned with having a good time. God's heart for you is that you would leave a good legacy. And there's purpose in that. There's focus in that. There's power in that. What you're seeing here is that Boaz is willing to step in the gap for someone who's in need. So here's the beautiful truth. Jesus came, and Jesus said, all of the New Testament is fulfilled in my coming. That every single part of the Old Testament points to and is fulfilled in who he is, what he's done, and now his message for the whole world. So we now see that this kinsman redeemer, this worthy man, points to another redeemer. Points to not just a worthy man, but the man that is worthy of all honor, glory, power, and praise. You see what Jesus has done? It's the exact same thing. He has freed us from slavery. It's not political slavery. It's not economic slavery. It's slavery to sin. Not only that, in the same way Boaz could act as a kinsman redeemer to give a new land, a new home, Jesus now has come. And because of his finished final work on the cross, he now gives life and life to the full in this life, and then life everlasting in the next. You see how this works? It's amazing how Old Testament's fulfilled in the New. The new land that Jesus gives us, the new home that he gives us, is a home where we will be in his presence forever and ever, and he wipes away every tear, and he restores justice and righteousness forever. Hallelujah. Naomi's name was changed to bitterness. Boaz gives her hope. Many of us were in that sea of loss, in that boat of bitterness, and we don't know how to right the ship, and we don't know how to change our name, and we don't know how to come home. Jesus gives us a new identity. And he doesn't say bitterness or loss defines you anymore, but my kindness for you does today and will forevermore. When Ruth saw the kindness of Boaz, what did she do? She fell down on her knees and said, thank you. The response is the same. Kindness and favor are just another word for grace. The beauty, but also the offense of God's grace, God's kind of kindness, is that you can't earn it. We don't deserve it, and we can never repay it. And as soon as we understand that, and as soon as we know that we are loved by a good Father, saved by a Redeemer, then everything becomes gratitude. Our bitterness becomes gladness. Our ingratitude becomes gratitude. That's God's kind of kindness.